In a world filled with danger and delay, one adventurer is choosing one of the hardest paths of all, Hardcore Ironman. Along the journey, we'll be exploring skills such as fishing, mining, fire making, and of course, slaying monsters, with the single goal of obtaining a 99 untrimmed Slayer cape. Along this journey, we'll be stacking everything such as reward caskets, crates, or anything that's stackable for a mass opening at the end. Join me as we go through this together. No help, no second chances, no computer. That's right, all of this will be done on the mobile app. All right, we're logging into this account for the first time. It's going to be a mobile-only Hardcore Ironman. We're going to try the name of Never PC. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, and looks like it is taken, unfortunately. So let's try Never at PC, make it lowercase a, and this looks like it's available. So that's what we're going to select for the account for the name. And then let's get on to our appearance. Usually go for a spiky hair. I think it looks the best. And I don't know, just kind of choose a random shirt and pants. Doesn't matter to me. And I feel like changing the feet doesn't really change all that much. So I may or may not even adjust that at all. All right, I think we're all set to change the last couple colors here. Let's go with the blue shirt, and that looks like great for the pants. So that's the appearance for the account. Just a couple minutes later, we finished Tutorial Island. We did select the Hardcore Ironman as our Ironman status, and here we are in the mainland for the first time. Of course, the first thing we're going to do is go through the settings. All right, I'll speed this up so it's a little quicker, but essentially what I'm looking for, things like menu entry swapper, tagging, highlight tiles, my destination tile is always highlighted, clue scroll helper, collection log pop-ups, and basically anything that I believe will help the experience of this account. I highly recommend that every mobile user do this. It does not carry over between accounts for some reason if you happen to have played more than one account. All right, we are done with the settings, and probably the first thing we're going to do is head right over here to the Mage Tutor and just drop our Iron Mine runes and collect some new ones just to give us a little more for our mage training in a little while. Doesn't add up all that much, but it's better than nothing. Then we'll head over to the general store and we'll sell probably our melee weapons and shield for a couple, just like 20 GP probably, if that. And we'll buy a spade, start X marks the spot. We'll start over the Restless Ghost quest, and we'll make our way over to Draenor Village, probably chop a few trees along the way, and we'll see what we can do there. Okay, we made it to Draenor Village without dying to the jail guard, so that's an accomplishment. It did have some lag along the way, so that was really fun. But agility is one of the first things I like to do on a new account because running is not fun. So, looks like we'll get some membership first. All right, we are back with some membership, and I guess we need to hop to a member's world, of course. So, just choose one. Definitely gonna have to disable that world switch confirmation panel there, because that is pretty annoying. This trainer course is level 1 now instead of level 10 like it used to be. It's pretty low experience per hour, but it's super close and gets us on our journey. So we'll work our way up to level 20, and then we'll see what's next. After we finish this lap, we'll be up to level 10 agility, and I don't know, we'll have probably another 20 laps or so more to go. And here is level 15 agility. All right, at some point on this lap, I will be level 20 agility, and it's time to move on. Eventually, we'll keep training this, of course, but I think the game plan now is to home teleport back to Lumbridge. We're gonna pickpocket some people and get some money for a steel axe, and then we're gonna start the Rune Mysteries quest, I forgot that earlier, and then we'll move back towards the Wizard's Tower, and we'll kind of keep plugging along, doing some quests along the way, eventually wind up in Falador, and then we'll see where we go from there. All right, I need some ash requests. I think the play is here to light some logs. I need, I think, 4 of them total for quests throughout the account. We're gonna light all 4 of these, the one that I brought, and then 3 that are already on the ground. And hopefully by the time I get back up from talking with the wizard downstairs as part of the quest, these will all be burned. I can just pick up my ashes and go on my way. Here's the moment of truth. Are they ashes now? No, they are not. Here's our first quest done of X marks the spot, which gives us a clue scroll and the ability to receive clue scroll boxes, which just came out the day I created the account. So that's going to be super nice in the future. We're going to use our antique lamp on Slayer because I want to just level that up and get level 48 as soon as I can for calcified rocks. At this point, we're still just going to do all the quests in this area. We're going to progress the Pirate's Treasure until we have to go to Varrock. We're going to go get some Snape Grass. And again, we're going to go to Falador and start the Knight's Sword because we're going to go to Varrock very soon. And that is going to be a hot spot for a lot of things. We're in Falador starting the Knight's Sword quest, and I have quite a bit to do in Varrock at this point. I think, however, I'm going to home teleport and go train some agility up to level 30, so that way by the time I get there I can just do the rooftop course in Varrock as well. Just got this Evil Bob ran an event, and it looks like we're going to get our first fishing levels, and I think it's given us 650 experience, which will put us up to level 7 now, so that's great to see. And we're about done with our first lap on the Alcarid course as well, and I think we have to do 40 or 45, something like that, in order to get level 30, so we'll see at the other side. Just got our first piece of the Beekeeper's outfit as well as an experience lamp. I think I'm probably going to save this lamp until I go and do the Varrock quiz. That gives us 1,000 Slayer experience. It really won't make that much of a difference. It'll be like 80 more experience if I save it till then, if I use on Slayer, which is my plan. Assuming we don't fail this, which looks like we won't, we just got 25 agility. We got 11 more marks of grace and just over 40 laps completed on this course, and now have level 30 agility. So now it's time to go up to Varrock and start and or continue a whole bunch of quests. Alright, just handing this package in for the Rune Mysteries quest. Haven't started or continued a few others in the area as well. I now need to go get 100 GP from pickpocketing to continue Gertrude's cat, and then we'll finish up Children of the Sun. Hopefully, 2 shrimp and 1 wine is enough food for this. And here's the second quest completed to the account with Children of the Sun. We can now access Varlamore. Just finished the quizzes in the Varrock Museum basement, which will give us 1,000 experience in Hunter and Slayer, which will get us to level 9 Hunter and 10 Slayer. And then we'll just go to our inventory, use our lamp on Slayer, and that'll give us level 11. Just finishing the first lap of the Varrock rooftop course, and I think we'll need 70 or 80, I don't honestly know, to finish this and get level 40. Well, I didn't record any levels in between, but after failing quite a few times, it took just over 86 laps, and here is level 40 agility. We have just arrived in Varlamore for the first time. We're going to start the Twilight's Promise quest and just continue it like 1 or 2 steps in. And then we're going to go to the Hunters Guild and get some money, as every Ironman does nowadays. Alright, I did a quick 3 inventories of getting the Eclipse Red and wound up with 84 total, but had to sell 1 to get here. And we wind up with 58,000 GP, which will get us everything we need for quite a while. I think the plan now is we're going to teleport to Clan Wars and then start to probably knock out some of the quests over near Artie and see where we can go from there. Alright, well, I got distracted. I didn't quite make it into any quests. I decided to buy some buckets of sand and soda ash for some molten glass, and right now I'm going to go finish Rune Mysteries, and then I'm going to go to Soul Wars to enter the Abyss mini quest, and then make all this to get level 20 crafting for a Ring of Recoil. Well, I now realize I only have 1 jug of wine for food, really, so I hope I don't get attacked by anyone or anything, because I definitely will not survive. The chances are pretty low, but looks like this world's a little active right now, so we're going to change worlds. And I came up just short of having enough for 20 crafting with just molten glass. I had to use 10 of them, but it's not a big deal. I think the plan now is to continue enter the Abyss mini quest, and you'll see why later. Psych, I decided to go get some Cosmic Runes because I forgot I needed them to make a Ring of Recoil. And this, luckily this jug of wine's lasted me quite a while. I haven't been attacked yet. But this is the best place to get some Cosmic Runes, and then we'll go get level 7 magic as well. And there's level 7 magic, and gets us up to level 6 combat. Alright, we're back in Artie. We made our Ring of Recoil. We're going to do 3 quests at the same time, being Monk's Friend, the Clock Tower, and Haziel Colt. Both of these, or all 3 of these, are in the same area, and they kind of are along similar paths, and so it's really easy to do them all together. I used my 1 jug of wine to an ogre earlier, so these rats are scary. They're extremely accurate, hit 1s or 2s consistently. So I don't have any food right now, and I really don't want to die. So let's see how this goes. So far, not great with some miss clicks. I'm already down halfway on HP, so use the poison on this, and oh no, we're down to 3 hit points. They should all start eating this. I shouldn't take any more damage, but oh crap, and I don't know what just happened there. We're down to 1 hit point, which was pretty scary. Here's the clock tower completed. The occult is completed for some nice thieving experience. And we get a party with the monks for far too long to finish out the monk's friend quest and some woodcutting experience. And here is level, if I can light this, 30 fire making. We're pretty close to level 30 woodcutting, so I'm going to finish that off and we're going to go do the sea slug quest. Sea slug is completed for level 25 fishing. I don't know what happened to all the video, but I have level 25 thieving at this point. I've picked up a bunch of planks from Barbarian Assault for construction later, and then I went to the Gnome Stronghold to get some stuff. We're now about to finish up the Plague City quest, and then we're straight into Biohazard after this. I realize it's a pretty minimal experience overall, but this is the reason I wanted Rings of Recoil on the account already, is for this quest in particular, as well as a couple other kind of entry-level quests. As long as you deal 1 damage yourself, whether it's any sort of combat you want, I use magic in this case, then you can still get the drop and move on with the quest. And here is level 40 fire making. There's level 45 woodcutting, level 45 fire making. A clue scroll brought me all this way, so I figured might as well get some thieving levels, and there's level 30 thieving as well as 275 total level. Level 35 thieving. And last one here is level 38 thieving. We can now go pickpocket master farmers. We end up joining the Phoenix gang for Shield of Rav. Gertrude's cat quest is completed. And here's the beginning of the recipe for disaster completed. Hopefully Barrow's gloves are not too far away. Construction training is finally bearable on mobile with the menu entry swapper addition. As we can see here, level 15 construction, and it took basically no time at all. Here's the plan, assuming I didn't forget anything. Got everything for the Dorks quest. Then we're going to go to the Goblin Village. We're going to knock out the subquest for Recipe for Disaster and continue the Lost Tribe. Alright, here is the Lost Tribe quest completed. The most important thing here is a Ring of Life, which is great to have this early on an account. And we're going to go start the next quest in this storyline to get access to the ham chests in order to get an Emerald Ring, because I need one for a clue, and I don't want to train crafting to get it myself yet. Alright, just got caught with our friend Zanik spying on the meeting, and at this point we can now access the ham chests without anything further in the quest. We're just gonna pretend like our friend that's dead outside supposedly doesn't exist for quite a while. And here's level 50 woodcutting. The last log burned for a long time this account, coming up with level 50 fire making. We can now go to Wintertodd, and that'll be coming up shortly. Level 15 fletching. Had to come all this way for a clue step, and while we're here we're low on GP, so we picked up 3 inventories of wine on the way. We're going to sell it for the shop for roughly 60,000 gold. Level 30 mining. We now have access to the Motherlode mine. This is the end of the Night Sword quest, which will give us level 29 smithing. Check this out. First time emptying the sack at Motherlode mine, and I managed to get 9 golden nuggets. If I can keep this pace, I'm going to be done here in no time. Alright, we're at Wintertodd for the first time. The plan is to go to Mass World for 1 kill count for the keeping all the pyromancers alive. And then from there, we're going to do solos to get some combat achievements done. Alright, first time the Brazier is broken, we get 2 easy combat achievements for healing and then repairing it. About to finish our first game on the Mass World, and looks like we get 3 additional combat achievements. So the only thing left at this point are the 5 kill count, the 10 kill count, and over 3,000 points in one game. So let's go do that. The first solo game is finished with the Y Fletch combat achievement. Turned the recorder on late, but there's 5 kill count. Took a break to go do some quests. We're under below Ice Mountain just trying to kill this Guardian. And, well, I guess it can hit a 7. So Ring of Life teleported me out. Don't quite know why. I think it's level 25 and hit 7. But I guess we will make the trek back there. I've had this trophy in my bank for a while, so there's fishing contest completed on my way back to below Ice Mountain. The second attempt at below Ice Mountain went better than the first one, with the quests completed after this dialogue. We're going to stay here till we can get the Camdo Hammer and move on to other things after. The first inventory, Baronite deposits, is completed. We actually got lucky enough to get 2 of these ancient pieces, which are 1 out of 350, so quite happy about that. Alright, there's the Baronite head, which I don't know how rare that is, but I won't be completing this for a while because it requires a few other pieces. Well, I did not get lucky with the hammer, unfortunately, so we have enough shards to unlock something. We're going to go with the luck, which will give us a buff to find rare items here. And still nothing. Alright, there is ancient piece number 3, and I don't know how far we are into this deposit-wise, but hopefully it won't take too much longer. Alright, there it is. There's the broken hammer. Takes 1,250 shards to fix this, if I remember right. And there's another ancient piece as well, so that's nice. Gonna need 1 more of those. So now that we have this, we're gonna repair it and probably go back to Wintertodt. Now that we have the hammer, I'm just gonna call that the end of the first video with an update here. We have 3 beginner caskets, 5 easy, and 1 mystery box that we can open up at the end of this untrimmed Slayer Cape grind. We're a little over a day played with 445 total level. 21 quests completed, 42 achievement diaries, 7 combat achievements, and 11 collection logs. So we'll just keep plugging right along. If this is a new channel, please give me a subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure to like and comment with any suggestions or feedback you have.